Good afternoon and welcome to round 11 of the Liberty A-League, where Western United take on Brisbane Roar in a history-making fixture. This is the first meeting between these two sides, and for the first time in the league's history, we join you from North Hobart Oval in Tasmania. Western United will be looking to bounce back from their first defeat of the season, going down 2-1 to an in-form Western Sydney Wanderers a week ago. And Brisbane Roar travel south in search of winning ways with just the 1 point from their last two encounters. As we have a look at Western United's side for this afternoon, and Mark Tacasso's side makes 4 changes from their loss last weekend to Western Sydney. Alana Cern and Mel Taranto welcomed back into the starting 11 after being rested, along with Tasmanian Amy Medwin, who will look to continue her impressive form in front of a home crowd. Up front, it's Jess McDonald's final game in the competition, an emotional moment for the US women's national team star striker. Matilda Chloe Lagazzo not in today's match day squad at all. Gareth McPherson names an unchanged starting 11 from their 1-1 draw with Adelaide last week. Katrina Gorry holding down the midfield alongside captain Aisha Norrie. And India Paige Riley retains her starting position after an impressive welcome back to the Liberty A-League, netting in her first appearance back in the country. And we are underway. Georgia Ghirardello getting things started. We are underway here at North Hobart Oval. And you're right, Leah, 4 changes to this Western United side after a few of the personnel were rested throughout the week. Here's an early opportunity. Good pressure by Katrina Gorry, bearing down. A little lax on those defensive touches early on for Western United, and a wry smile from Gorry. No messing about on that one.
And as you can see on the replay there, Gorry's commitment to continue with the press and apply pressure gets her in a good goal-scoring chance.
Mishit pass there by Brisbane, and this will give Western United an opportunity to build in their attacking half. Cleaned up in the middle by Norrie. A little clip of the heels there, and an apology from Amy Medwin, the Tasmanian-born, in front of family and friends. She picks up the first yellow card for the afternoon.
And it is a slightly late challenge in this moment. In terms of the Brisbane Roar midfield, we know that they're going to look to, the Western United side are going to look to close down these playmakers. It's just the timing of that tackle there that's caught Medwin out.
Palmer looking to drive in. It's fallen a bit short. Cleared well by United, and only as far back as Rankin, who will send it back into the 18-yard box for Western. Here's Katrina Gorry. Plays it through to Riley. Riley looks to shape up. It's a good challenge, a good save by Bill. She's had to get down to her left, but the first look at Riley in a bit of time and space there. Her eyes lit up on that one.
And Western United aren't wanting to have to defend India Paige Riley in these moments. In terms of taking away the space in behind, they need to make sure that she's not in those areas where she can receive and get shots on target, because we know she's dangerous.
It's Medwin who spins out. Vajnic, delicate on the touchline. Here's Gorry, picked up in the middle of the park, driving through. Rovers is looking to keep up a strike from Gorry. She's splayed that one just wide, but look, we know Katrina Gorry, she can hit them from that kind of distance.
We sure do, and it's not a bad decision there by Gorry. She's driving at speed. She's got space ahead. We know that she's so good in this moment. Just slightly off balance there and shanks it wide.
Of course, Katrina Gorry, who came back into this setup, into the Matildas setup after giving birth to baby Harper, but hasn't she come back in some form?
Tremendous form. She's really added so much excitement to this Brisbane Roar central midfield, whether it's in attack or defence. She's up and down the pitch. She's creating chances. She's stopping chances. I think Katrina Gorry, speaking relative to this Liberty A-League, is in great form.
No doubt a very important part of this Brisbane Roar side is Gorry. Hannah Keane has picked the pocket, striding forward, looking up for a green shirt. She's cut inside. Hannah Keane on the strike, gets the shot away. Handcuff and can easily parry that one down, but it's not a bad look from Keane.
No, and it's what we expect of her. I think potentially if there's more numbers forward supporting Keane in this moment, she can look to combine, but at that point she didn't really have too much support.
Long clearing ball from Cern. Vlanic has held her run. She saw she was in an offside position. Hannah Keane wasn't. Here is Vlanic. First time cross into the box. It's a good ball. Lind on the clearance. We've got Taranto looking to clear. Rovers winds up. Here is Taranto. First time shot. And that one did have handcuff beat, but it also had the woodwork on the side beat too. And that's a great opportunity for Western United. And a great shot for Adriana Taranto there.
It is, and that's a well done by Melissa Taranto to first secure the football out of the air and then be involved in the build-up in that moment. She's slightly off balance. I think she'd want to get more on it if given that opportunity again.
Vlanic. That first touch has let her down. Here is Rashart. Rashart looking for an option. Has handcuff underneath. Handcuff clears for distance. Robers, lovely turn in the middle of the park. Is able to find Taranto and Jess McDonald. She is onside, winds it up, looks to find the shot, and it is Hannah Keane! For Western United to get scoring underway here at North Hobart Oval. Hannah Keane in goal-scoring form, and Western United have taken the lead here in Tasmania.
And as I said, Hannah Keane in central areas, she is so dangerous, whether it be her left foot, her right foot, she's a both-footed player. Any moment she's in those positions, it's likely to go in.
And Hannah Keane in the blistering form that she is for her 7th Liberty A-League goal. That one has glanced in from the inside of the woodwork. And what a moment to score for Western United, moments away from halftime here in Tasmania.
It's fantastic, and credit to Adriana Taranto in terms of finding that pass out of pressure. McDonald into space, and a really clever little ball across the 6-yard there by McDonald to pick out Keane.
Well, and what was their second shot on target for the half? That one finds the back of the net, and Hannah Keane creates some distance in her golden boot tally, in which she is leading at the moment for the competition.
I hope she's on a goal bonus.
I think she'll be hoping the same thing. But here's Brisbane Roar with a late opportunity into this first half, and Katrina Gorry standing over this one for a corner. Whip that into the middle of the box. It is Connors. The 6-yard box can't quite loop her shot onto target there, and on that occasion doesn't trouble Beale.
And that's an awkward one for Connors. Does she get a little bit lower and attack the ball with her head, or is it an opportunity actually for a pivot volley there with her right? I'm going to go with the later. If she can actually get up and over that as it bounces, then I think that's a better decision for her.
So we have ticked through to our 4 minutes of stoppage time. And there is the whistle from referee Georgia Girardello. So at half-time, in what was a fairly cagey opening 45 minutes, with Western United just shading the lead from a goal through Hannah Keane in the 47th minute. At half-time, it is Western United 1, Brisbane Roar 0. Well, kickoff isn't too far away. And I'm sure this Hobart crowd will be keen to see a few more goals and a bit more action into this second 45 minutes. There is a young Matildas fan. Great to see down in Tasmania. And again, what an opportunity for the young fans coming out to see some of the Liberty A-League talent we have on show here today.
This is tremendous, and I think North Hobart has really shown up today. The facilities, the pitch looks great, the crowd is diverse, full of men, women, young kids, girls, all here watching football. Great occasion and turnout.
It is indeed, and here's what a history-making fixture, rather, between these two sides. Again, the first time these two sides have shaped up against each other, and it's a lively start from Western United. And Hannah Keane, the goal scorer from the first half, looking to get things underway for Western United.
And I think we'd like to see this Brisbane Roar side start this half how they started the game. They showed excellent pressing intensity. We saw Connors and Paige Riley create half chances in that front third. I'd like to see them come out with that kind of momentum they started the game.
Ball in from McDonald. Handcuff claims easily. But it wouldn't be the first time we saw an effective delivery whipped in from that right-hand side from Jess McDonald. No changes yet at the break, Leah, but I imagine either side will shortly look to their bench in the next 10 or 15 minutes for some fresh legs. And who would you fancy as a first substitution this afternoon?
Look, I don't want to see Jess McDonald leave the leg, let alone the field, so I'm keeping her on. Potentially we see a Carly Johnson enter the field. Angie Beard has obviously just returned to the A-League, so would like to see her get more minutes on this occasion as well.
We spoke about off-air, curiously, Chloe Lagazzo not in the squad today for Western United. It's disappointing for the Tasmanian fans as Jess McDonald looks to lob that one forward, and Handcuff has had to come off her line. She bobbles it out. Contact is coming through directly from Western United. A moment of hesitation, and Taranto just an apology to Handcuff for that contact.
Oh, and she just comes in slightly late, Taranto there, and collects Handcuff around the neck. No malice in it.
Brisbane looking long. Lofty ball over the top, and it's Connors who can connect with that header, but there's no Brisbane shirts to get on the other side of that glancing header.
And we'd like Connors to bring the ball down in that occasion. There's no space in behind for a teammate to run into. She secures the football and they look to build from there.
That's better from Brisbane. Nice combinations through the middle. Tidy touches. Here is Larissa Crummer, the Matilda, bearing down on goal, and she looks to slot it on her left foot. It's easily held there by Beale. Larissa Crummer had time to think about it, time to look, and Leah Blaney she put that one away.
A little bit premature there for Crummer. She's done so well to time her run. She gets in between the two central defenders there. I think she possibly felt Cummings was a little bit closer than what she was. She can actually take a further touch closer or use her laces to strike that ball in with more power. She opens up, and it's quite easy for the goalkeeper to see where that's going to end up.
Then we'll concede territory all the way back to Handcuff. Fancy feet from the goalkeeper.
She's done really well there. A little bit of deception from the Brisbane Roar goalkeeper to send Keane the wrong way. It's clever.
You could hear the North Hobart crowd enjoyed that one. Gorry looking for an option, connects with Rashart. Eyes are up from Gorry, looking for that long ball. Larissa Crummer has come deep, and it's Norrie who will find the switch out wide, but not find Shay Connors on that occasion. Connors regains in the middle of the park. Brisbane building here. Here is Katrina Gorry. Lines it up, it's taken a deflection. And Sydney Cummings off her trailing foot. She'll be relieved to see that one fly over the goal. But that was a better build-up from the Roar.
It was, and we know that they're effective when they are able to secure the football. So clever little play by India Page Riley to receive the ball and play into the path. A really well-weighted pass on the overlapping Gorry. I think Gorry's made the right decision to try and find Crummer in that moment, and Cummings obviously has been able to block the shot.
Crummer's done well. Here is Gorry looking up. Early ball in, and here's Larissa Crummer connecting really neatly, almost effortless on that shot. She's found the target but hasn't challenged Beale.
Right choice of technique by Crummer. She does just need to get a little bit more power.
Beale's had a few of those this afternoon, just right into her hands, and it's an early ball over the top. And here is that physicality. Jess McDonald, Talitha Kramer. What a physical challenge, and here is Jess McDonald looking to drive in. It's a ball across the face of the goal, almost in the back of the net, and it is in for Western United. It has found the back of the net. Hancock thought she had done enough to keep that one out, but Western United, with their second of the afternoon, are on the scoreboard again.
And as you can see, the delivery by Jess McDonald, she's done really well to put it across the face of the goal there. And Hancock's first initial contact is very, very good. Her Brisbane Roar teammates need to be following up and not allowing Vlasic in that moment to get inside that far post.
Well, Vlasic had bustled in there. A far post run, collecting Jessie Rashard in her motion, and she's managed to get that one. For a moment, looking like Brisbane had done enough to keep it out, but Vlasic pushing through and bustling that into the back of the net for Western United.
Nothing short of desperation, commitment, and a little bit of grit there by Vlasic.
And there is the Sydney FC boys ahead of their fixture this evening against Western United. Of course, this afternoon's match, part of a double header here at North Hobart Oval. Robers can't quite centre that one. A little bit too much from Hannah Keane there.
And I think we're at a stage in the game now where we are going to want to see Brisbane Roar look to change something to create more goal-scoring chances. So whether it be a change to their formation, maybe a little bit in their tact, and try and play through Katrina Gorry a little bit more in this build-up. It'll be interesting to see how they approach this next 20 minutes chasing this game.
Cummings. Nicely done by Western United there, and Keane once again drops deep to collect. Taranto finds the feet of Angie Beard. Levin, who's had a few important touches in her first few minutes.
And you can see this Brisbane Roar side just retreating a little bit with the football, you know, potentially trying to draw this Western United side out and allow spaces in between the lines for some of their key players to receive and get on the ball.
But there's that pressure from Jess McDonald, and Hannah Keane will line this one up. Look for the shot over the head of Hensley Handcuff. But there is some good pressure, as you were just speaking about. Brisbane Roar retreating, inviting the pressure, and the pressure came.
Yeah, it's a wasted opportunity by Keane in that moment. I think a little bit more composure. She can potentially dribble a little bit closer. She needs to lean over the ball, and that's probably that little bit of top-end quality that Hannah Keane is missing from her game.
Just those moments of finesse. And speaking of pressure, here is Brisbane Roar coming, and Hilary Beale has come well off her line. Tamar Levin, good physical contact. Robers will turn it around. Keane again coming short. Far in the middle of the park here. Midfield battle. Palmer has come out with the ball. She looks ahead, tries to find the shot over the top of Beale. And Crummer is slow to get to her feet after that challenge.
And Hilary Beale's been exceptional all season for this Western United side. She's got a lot of upside to her game as a goalkeeper. She's got a very, very good physical presence. You can see she's a communicator on screen right now because she's not going to be happy that she's had to face such a shot.
And she had come well and truly off her line for that challenge. That's the one that Crummer is a bit slow to recover from, but Hilary Beale indeed has been a key signing for Mike Tacasso's side. The 23-year-old plays in the NWSL for Racing Louisville and has played all available minutes this season for Western United. But Crummer looks to be a little worse for wear. Taranto hustled well with Gorry. Steer will look to drive forward. Releases through Medwin. Nice from Western United. Here they come driving through. Nice ball put in through to the box, and Jess McDonald arrived at what was the opportune time. And that's a nice bit of build-up play. Amy Medwin, the delivery on that ball was divine.
It was an excellent delivery by Medwin, and we see this consistency with this Western United side. They're very, very dangerous in this area of the park in terms of the quality of their deliveries, but also you see opposite winger Carly Johnson getting in a good position. We saw Sawaki following up at the penalty spot. There's numerous goal scorers there if the ball can find one of them.
Another little, perhaps clumsy foul in the middle of the park, and an opportunity as we tick over into the last minute of stoppage time. Western United have managed this second part of the game really cleverly.
They definitely have. To spend the last 9 minutes of stoppage time with constant restarts and the ball out of play, it's a frustrating state to be in if you're chasing the game.
Cern will launch this one into the box. Handcuff unchallenged. Looks to turn things around quickly in the last 30 or so seconds here of stoppage time. Medwin. Another throw for Western United. Strong challenge by Gorry. And there is the full-time whistle as Georgia Ghirardello calls time on this one. And with thanks to a Hanakeen first half opener and a Tyler J. Vlanich, the hugs for Jess McDonald in her last appearance for Western United. It finishes here at North Hobart Oval. Western United 2, Brisbane Roar 0.